You might think you've always made decisions by thinking, but 99% of the decisions you make, the smaller ones, you do effortlessly, intuitively. Think about how many choices you have to make during the day. Millions, if not billions, right? I had to choose to sit right over here. I had to choose to set up the camera right over there. I had to choose to get a coffee with milk. I had to choose to move from over there. I had to choose to stick a little thing on my microphone instead of clip it in. I mean, I could go on and on. I've only been awake for 2 hours and I've made thousands of little decisions. In order to stop thinking, overthinking every choice you make, you need to stop caring so much about the consequences, about the outcomes. If you care so strongly about making a perfect YouTube video, you're going to be stuck in this cycle of overthinking every single little choice you make to make the YouTube video better. Let me give you an example. If I was terrified of making a bad video, I would have spent 30 more minutes setting up this camera in the perfect spot. I know the lighting's a little weird, but then I would have never made the video. If I was too stressed about making the perfect Instagram reel, I would have never posted my first one randomly while working at a Buddhist center almost a year ago, and then posting 1 to 2 every single day, no matter how low quality they feel. One of the best business advice I've ever gotten was, don't wait until the product is perfect, just release it. If you wait for everything to be perfect, if you're so hell-bent on making sure every choice you make is the perfect one, you'll never move forward. Your life will suck because you're stuck in this endless cycle of worry, of fear. And then when you achieve the thing you were so worried about, you have a million more decisions to make. When will you stop? When will you consciously decide to stop being so obsessed with perfection? That's how you stop overthinking every decision. When you stop needing every choice to bring you to a certain outcome, when you stop living for the future and you live in this moment right now. Let's do a little activity, a little technique or something. There's 2 decisions, right? 2 paths to take. Whether you stay at the job you're currently at or quit and find a new one, all right? Together with me, try to choose staying at your current job or quitting and going to a different one. But don't make the decision. Just sit with the feeling of needing to choose. Try and analyze who is making the choice. What's that feeling of being someone with a decision to make? Don't rush to choose. Just feel what it's like to need to make a decision. Try and find the chooser, you. Do it for a few seconds with me. Quitting your job or staying at your current one? What does it feel like to need to choose? Isn't it weird to try to make a decision without thinking about it? When there's no thoughts, it's almost like there's no decision to make. What if there was no choice? What if you never needed to make a decision again? What if life just kind of dragged you along, just like this river behind me? It's not choosing to flow in this direction, it just does, because of gravity, whatever. What if you realized deeply that every choice you make is based on past memories and genetics? What if you realized, together, what if we realized that you don't really have the freedom to choose? That every decision you make is because of what happened to you yesterday. For example, I burnt my tongue on that coffee in the morning, all right? If I didn't burn my tongue on that coffee, I would have never sat down here and recorded this video. Did I really choose to record the video here? Or did all these chance decisions, chance happenstance, lead me here? Just like the butterfly effect. The reason I talk about free will so much in my videos and the lack of free will is because it's freedom. When you don't feel like you need to make the right choice, You don't need to think through every decision you make. Then there's freedom. You're not so stressed anymore. Everything comes naturally. You don't regret the past or worry about the future because you know it's out of your control. So you just live right now. And all you do is experience this peace, this joy that's always waiting for you when you stop looking into the future for it. We can do another short little practice to prove that you don't have free will. You are your thoughts, right? You believe you're the thinker. Every thought that appears is you. But try to predict the next one with me for a few seconds. Try to predict your next thought before it appears. Could you do it? Can you predict your thoughts before they appear? And if you can't, doesn't that mean you don't have freedom? If you're not your thoughts, there's no choices to make. You don't have to pick a decision, pick a path to take. You just flow. The thoughts are this imaginary feeling of being in control of life. When you believe that you're the thinker, you need to plan, to choose, to prepare, to worry, to agonize, to overthink. You need to make sure tomorrow is perfect by thinking about it right now. But if you realize the thoughts come uncontrollably, when you realize the thoughts aren't you, they're not yours to decide. When you realize thoughts are appearing inside of you, you're the awareness, the listener, the witness of thoughts, of the water behind me, of the rock underneath me. You're the awareness, the thing that knows what's happening. You're not the one choosing what appears. You're not the one choosing what thoughts pop up in your mind because you can't predict them. There's no need to overthink your decisions, to overthink which direction to pick, which choice to make, because it doesn't matter. You're always awareness. You're always at peace. You're always filled with joy. You just believe you're the thoughts that are constantly convincing you to do something, convincing you to worry, convincing you to pick a better YouTube video spot. There are a billion choices to make in your life, trillions probably even. Are you really going to agonize about picking the right one every time? What if you just allowed life to flow through you? What if you just sat here silently for a few moments after this video ends and do nothing? Don't plan tomorrow. Don't worry about what you're going to cook. Don't think about your job. Don't think about what YouTube video you're going to click next. Don't even buy my book in the description. Just sit there. Do nothing. Notice what remains. Notice how you're aware of the feeling of doing nothing. You're here even when there's no thoughts. That's how you make decisions without choosing. You let them appear. You let them happen. You just flow with whatever feels right. I booked a flight to Vietnam. I should be in Vietnam right now. But a few days ago, I had this gut feeling that I should just stay in Korea on my layover. And I did. I'm going to go buy a bike right after this and then cycle across Korea for a month out of nowhere. It's not like I was planning this for years. I just had this feeling, oh wait, what if I cycle through Korea? Instead of thinking about it, fighting it, I just noticed how it felt good to me. And I let it happen. And here I am, right here, recording this video for you. If you guys want to dive into this a little deeper, I know it's kind of hard to experience yourself as this pure, thoughtless awareness instantly. I wrote a 70-page guide. It's in the description. It's how I can afford to travel and make videos for you. Think of it as a way of supporting both of us, right? But that's everything. I love you guys. Try to not make any decisions today. Try to just flow. Whatever feels right, go with it. Just try it for a day, that's it. An hour even.